Hello and welcome, my ducks that walk like a duck, quack like a duck, but aren't actually ducks. It's SJB here, and today we are playing some Chimps for you guys, and we're going to be doing a Monkey Ace only-esque strategy. But before we get too deep in here, I wanted to point out really quickly that Monkey Aces cost $865 to start, and on Chimps you only get $650. So there's a couple ways around this. We could play something like, you know, maybe Chimps, where we could allow ourselves some powers and drop a cash crate. Or maybe we could play Chips, where we just have monkey knowledge available, and that'll give us a 2/3 cost monkey ace, and we can get started in here. Chips sounds pretty fun. Or we could say, well, let's play Chimps, but instead of just only using monkey aces, let's also use a hero. And that's when I started thinking about, well, what hero am I going to use? So I got over here into the hero squad area, and I was like, all right, well, how many of these guys are even allowed to be starting off on Chimps? No, we cannot use them. No, we can't use you. It says $650, but it's lying. It's actually $700. We can't use you. Geraldo. Oh, Geraldo, baby. All right. Maybe we could use Geraldo. Okay, let's check him out. Can't see it yet, but Geraldo gets sharpening stones. He gets some extra crossbows, and he's got a bunch of extra just support things that'll really make my monkey aces shine. I was thinking this is going to be freaking beautiful here. So let's get started with Geraldo and see how this is going to go down. Well, we might be running into some issues here really quickly. We've got $44. We can't even beat round 6. Can't buy anything, not even road spikes. This is awful. So then I was like, well, Azili could work, but I just hate her. I don't really like using her. So we're just saying, nah, we're not going to use Azili. And that leaves us with two options here, because everybody else is just too gosh darn expensive, except for one. We could do a Soda start, or we could do a Quincy start. Now, I know this is getting into a lot of depth before we even get into our game here, but I just wanted to mention really quickly that I decided on Quincy, not because I think it'll make it easier, but because I think it'll make it harder. Soda's got automatic camera detection, automatic balloon popping power. She's really good in the late game, good against DDTs and everything, and I believe that that will make this game, I don't want to call it easy, but like, I'm going to be relying on Soda too much for all of my popping power, and I didn't want to do that. So we're going to be going for Quincy today, which is the cheapest and possibly easiest to use hero in the game, but also, admittedly, one of the worst, because we all know, even though nothing should be snaking through his bow, that is indeed a lie. So we're going to be trying to do a Monkey Ace only strategy with Quincy here. I hope that he gets us through the early part of the game, but then can still be somewhat effective in the late game, just not as effective as, you know, Soda and all of her mightiness. So our first Monkey Ace on round 10. Now, positioning here will matter quite a bit. We have to decide how and where we want to put our Monkey Aces, because this, really quickly, just mentioning the map here, this is not the easiest map in the game. This is one of the easier maps, but not the easiest map in the game. We could go to Logs, we could go to Resort, we could go to, just about, I don't know, it's Cubism? We can go to, like, probably 5 or 6 maps that are easily easier than this guy. But, again, we don't want this to be too easy. We want to be like Chimp squared, bro. We don't want to be Chimp is with lowercase letters. That would be really sad and annoying. So my first Monkey Ace, believe it or not, is actually going to go right about here, right next to Quincy. Because if I want to build 2 or 3 of these guys next to each other, I got to make sure that I have that available to me. Chimps! So I think we figured out by now that this is definitely not just an easy peasy lemon squeezy kind of thing here. We could still lose on rounds 11 and things. So we're going to have to micro, we're going to have to use our skills, and we're going to have to use our abilities, and we're going to have to keep ourselves in this game all together. So the first question is, well, what do we do? Do we just spam a bunch of low-level Monkey Aces here, or do we try to do something a little fancier? And I think, to be honest, my first, like, idea was just to get 2 or maybe 3 low-level Monkey Aces. Make sure I have a little bit of cam detection just in case Quincy does not get it. Make sure I've got a decent amount of lead popping power just in case Quincy also does not get that in time here. One other thing that I did to help myself out is I put Quincy on Strong, which should lower the speed of the Bloons overall, and hopefully just make us more powerful as a squad here. So here's my second Monkey Ace, put him in the middle, and I'm a big fan of, on this map in particular, Figure Infinite over just about anything else. I think most of my Monkey Aces will go on Figure Infinite because I do not have the Wing Monkey upgrade from my Monkey Knowledge here. So starting off, honestly, reasonably well. So for round 20 here, we can already afford our Bomber Race, which is pretty beautiful. It should also be noted that the pineapples that were coming out here are no longer in existence. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. That the Bomber Race pineapples turn into real bombs, but then the pineapples go away. Because I was going to talk about the fact that the pineapples, I never realized this either, as part of my monkey knowledge aspect, get put on the track with monkey knowledge, but on Chimps mode, they just get put randomly, and they could just be put in really stupid spots, like on top of this monkey ace or in this little area, or stupid spots like that, that really don't make that much sense. So, we started off with a Bomber Race here, and I think that's going to be a clear, awesome tower here to get us started, but it's not going to get us here forever. So, also, in addition, make sure if you're getting this monkey ace, you got to go rapid fire, bro. Got to go rapid fire, and just because we also are going to go for those low smart darts, just want to make sure we pop in the black balloons with this guy. These bombs, even though they are powerful and can pop through black layers, they cannot pop the black layer itself. So, for example, if you hit a rainbow, it could pop into like a pink, for example, but you cannot hit a black and pop it with that. You have to pop it with the dart first and then pop that layer. So definitely keep that in mind when using these bombs. You have to make sure you have enough darts to kind of kill that black layer, or have a Quincy or something that's going to aim that black layer, hopefully with the strong aspect, and have it work out in your favor. All right, so Quincy should have... Well, I think he's got cam detection already. I don't use Quincy all that often. Yeah, he should have... He does have cam detection here. Nice, nice, nice. He's got exploding arrows now, and he's going to be able to do more Moab damage pretty soon as well. Perfect timing, I think. So, upsettingly, we have to think a little bit about long-term gameplay here. If we're going just monkey aces, positioning is going to matter here quite a bit. We don't want to put a monkey ace in a stupid spot or whatnot and have it fail us. So, I've got a lot of money here. Believe it or not, this Bomber Race has really been keeping us in the game here, but it will not keep us in the game against a Moab class Bloon, so we already have to start building our Moab defense up. And this is where it comes into play, because if I'm going for a top path monkey ace, where do I want it to be? Where do I want my Sky Shredder to be? And what do I want the cross paths to be? Because I don't have villages available to me, I have to go for the cross path of camo detection. And I think the best spot for him is going to be near the bottom of the map here to clean up any balloons that are coming through, and still be able to shoot his Moab missile into the Moabs as they kind of come in. So we're going to be going for him over here. And this is going to be my Operation Dartstorm already. This guy got a decent buff in, well, I don't know if it was the last update or like one of the last 2 updates, but now these arrows are just generally going to do more damage, which is pretty awesome. And I believe it also might do slightly more Moab damage too, if I remember correctly, which is also very, very cool. So right now, monkey ace strategy, bro, this thing is actually pretty solid. 2 monkey ace combos with a little bit of extra Quincy action here, and we are rocking this game. This guy's got most of the pops with 5,000. This guy's not lacking, oh, he's lacking a little bit. 1,400 only. Quincy with 3,200, so it's definitely this guy doing almost all the work here. He will catch up eventually, but he's just been a base monkey ace for a really long time. So we go around 40 here. Bombs land pretty good. Pretty good. We're going to use Quincy's ability just to be safe here. And with Quincy's ability, we do take him down, but that was a little tighter than I'd want it to be. The good news is that around 40 to 50, we have no more mobs coming out, so we just get to decide what we want to build, whether it's bomber races, bottom paths, or what. So even though this seems like a really, really weird spot, I actually believe that this will be an effective tower for my strategy. I'm going to put another Figure Infinite bottom path monkey ace over here, a never miss targeting. I want him to be this Figure Infinite down here. I'm eventually going to turn him into a Spectre, but again, because I know that I'm going to need that camo detection, we have to, instead of going rapid fire, go for the exploding pineapple and the spy plane. That's extremely upsetting, but it's just got to be a part of the game here. Now, I did not get these guys lined up in any way, but I think it'd be really cool if they get lined up, so I'm going to work on it for the next like 5 rounds here and see if I can get these guys lined up. Alright, so I completely failed. First of all, this guy actually moves faster than these guys, so you can't line him up at all, and then I just got really annoyed and I stopped trying completely, so we're just going to not try to line anything up anymore. Yeah, I feel a little mad and sad at myself for not succeeding, but that's okay. We're going to get through it together, guys. Anyways, as far as pop counts go, check this out, man. This guy's still 15,000, doing great. 6,700, way less than I thought he would have, to be completely honest. He's a 4th tier. He's only a 3rd tier. Clearly, the Bomber Race, still a clutch, daddy, bomber monkey ace of our team. And then down here, he's actually doing a decent job as well. Almost as many pops as this guy, which is really interesting, because he appeared after him, and he's also cheaper than him by a decent amount, not a significant amount. The other good news is we have $22,000 saved up at this point, which is almost sounds absurd, but it's actually working out pretty well. Ooh, here we go. We're going to use this Quincy ability. I don't know, man. We're getting tight here. Once we get this Spectre, things will change in our favor a lot. But until we get that, things could get a little it kind of depends on how lucky we get with some of our Monkey Aces here. Because Monkey Aces are mild bit luck-based. But the weird thing about the luck is that if you have so much luck going on all at the same time, eventually it turns not into luck, and it just becomes like a Spectre! Just in time here to save the day on round 54. It becomes unluck, and just becomes just part of the game. Like, if you have 5 bajillion projectiles, you can't dodge them. They have to hit you eventually. So there's not like one red balloon going to sneak through against all of my projectiles here or something like that. Plus, this guy now specifically aims them. He did as a third tier as well. But just knowing that this guy's aiming is going to be a very, very helpful aspect to our team. So, next up, the big boy in the room. Can we save up a $43,000 $200 tower? I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really, really tough. All right, let's show off the BFB really quickly, because this is often a good gauge of how good you're going to do for the rest of the game. And we popped the BFB within the first, like, 25% of the map here. In my opinion, unless 63 is really, really bad, which I don't think it will be because of this guy, we're easily going to make it to 75 without any issues. 75, things start to change because you get too many mobs coming out all at the same time, where the Spectre can't even handle those guys sometimes. Which can be a little bit sad and scary and lonely and all that stuff. So I want to show you guys round 63, but before I show you guys round 63, we got to talk about my sponsor, which is you guys. Thank you so much for using my BTD6 creator code to support me. I really, really, really appreciate it. If you guys haven't done it, I'm not even going to show it on screen today. If you haven't done it, you go to the settings section in the home screen, click the little support icon, and type in lowercase letters SJB. You guys are freaking amazing. I just want to shout you guys out and say thank you guys so much to anybody who's used that thing. Even if you don't plan on buying anything in BTD6, it's just nice to know that I have more people on my creator code thing. I don't know if Ninja Kiwi is going to gauge how many people are signed up on each individual creator's code and kind of like use that in some way to possibly maybe sponsor us or something in the future, but knowing that you guys are doing that for me just makes me feel really, really, really good, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for everything you've ever done for me, ever. So, that being said, let's keep on playing here. We'll probably meet you guys back in like 10 rounds or so and still see if we're live on 75. Alright, here we go. We got round 75 here. So, I like to show off round 75 because I believe out of all the rounds in the game, it is one of the most difficult. And for a slightly different reason than round 63 is difficult. Round 63 is difficult because even if you spend every single dollar, it's still going to be a tough round. You have to build differently than what you normally build. Normally you want to build a lot of things that have like a lot of Pierce or still Moab popping power and Bloon popping power kind of combined together. You really have to build something in particular or a couple towers in particular that will pop a lot of Bloons. Or slow them down or keep them busy or whatever. So round 75 is different, because a lot of times it's not necessarily that crazy difficult, but you're also saving up a lot of money trying to get your 5th tiers before you get to round 80. Because round 81, everything is going to get that much more difficult. So, I have $40,000 saved up, and that's why round 75 should be a really, really crazy hard round to get for us to beat, but it was not as bad as I thought, because the Spectre is a powerful tower. Look at the pop counts now. I mean, this guy, he's doing basically nothing compared to my Spectre. He's doing everything. 186,000 pops, and believe it or not, the bomb race is falling off now compared to my Operation Dark Storm. He's finally coming into his own. He's got that popping power, and you can see why we built this 3 squad of Monkey Aces right here. They all are doing their own jobs, and they're doing it so well that we're able to save up this much money and get a 5th tier Monkey Ace by round 78. Unbelievably beautiful. Here's my Sky Shredder, guys. He is in the game. Woo! All right, so I want to show off a few rounds here with the Sky Shredder, and I think I have a 0% chance of losing it until probably round 90. Once we hit round 90, like, okay, things can start to change a little bit, but I really don't think that I can lose until round 90. If I had to change my mind, 0.01% chance of losing before round 90. I have been wrong before, but once you get a Sky Shredder, you're feeling pretty good about yourself. He pops a lot of Moabs, he pops a lot of Bloons, and we can combine that with the Spectre. It's a very, very good combo. So, I have a lot of money here. The question is, what do we want to do with it all? Do we want to just keep on buying 4th tier Monkey Aces all over the board? We could buy a bunch of Spectres. Buy like 3 or 4 Spectres, maybe. We could try to save up for a Flag Fortress, but it's not going to happen. We're not going to save up another 80 grand in 20 rounds. It just ain't happening. So, I think my best bet, believe it or not, is actually to switch into an ability style gameplay, where we use Ground Zeros and Tsar Bombas to our advantage. These things are also extremely, extremely expensive and don't give us any direct popping power. That's not true. I believe that they also give you bomb damage increased significantly. So they give you some extra damage with your regular bombs here, but that doesn't really matter too much to us. The main thing is the ability itself. So I think, though, that one ability is not going to change the game here. I think we're going to have to go for a couple ground zeros or just swap it to a Zarbomba already and hopefully still afford a couple more ground zeros in addition to that. And really, we only have to use those on the very, very difficult rounds. Ideally, because so far things are just going really, really smooth. So before we go too much detail into kind of like what's going on with Chimps and everything, I wanted to talk really quickly about the sponsor stuff that I was just talking about. So I've gotten the question a lot, Chris, like, why don't we see you get sponsored content? Are you not big enough to get sponsored? That is completely untrue. In fact, I do have a business email account that gets spammed / bombarded with people and or companies that want me to put my sponsored stamp on their content and put it on my channel. And I don't do it for a couple of reasons. First of all, I am fairly comfortable with how much money I make on YouTube. Oh, I could always make more. That's the thing. I could be greedy and I could always make a lot. Actually, a significant more money from YouTube. By putting sponsorships in my videos. But I'm comfortable enough where I don't really feel like I need it. I'm happy with how much money I make off of YouTube, and I don't want to really ruin that by trying to be greedy. Another reason is I believe in myself. I believe in what I say as wholeheartedly, undoubtedly true. So, not that I can't be wrong about something or something like that, but I really want to when I say, hey guys, come get this razor because it's the best razor. I honestly want to believe that. You know, I don't want to just tell you guys that just so you don't believe me, you know. So for me, it's hard to lie and sponsorships and say, hey, get this thing, it really is the best, it's really great, because I honestly don't believe that in a lot of situations. So a lot of the people that come to me for sponsorships are not normally those kind of sponsorships. It's a lot about games and or mobile games. So for me, if I don't play that mobile game, or if I don't really believe in that mobile game, or it's not my style of gameplay for my mobile games, I usually will not tell you guys to get it or try to be sponsored by it, because I don't believe in that game. I don't think it's the right thing for me to do. I don't want to throw it out to you guys and all that stuff. So while there is more money to be made on the table, I choose not to do it because I have integrity, I guess, a minor amount of integrity. That's not saying that I will never, ever have sponsorships. But if I ever do get a sponsorship, I want you guys to believe that I truly believe in it. For example, one thing that I often do is once a year, I tell people about credit cards and I try to teach people about credit cards. Some people think I'm trying to scam them, but I am not. I do get a benefit out of it, but I honestly believe everything that I say. And I hope that you guys can trust me and believe that I'm trying to help people out, not necessarily ruin their lives. You know, so here we go. We're going to use our first Zarbomba here. And we blow that puppy up. Thing about Zarbombas is their ability cooldown is reasonably long here. So if we, for example, use that and then we don't have anything to pop DDTs on round 93, ooh, that could be tricky. So we're going to make sure we try to get an extra ground zero to support ourselves, and or we have Quincy's abilities, which we have not used yet at all. One of the things that I might do is I might swap out and get a few more bomber races in here, just to kind of clean up some of the Bloons kind of in the end of the game here. But, you know, it is what it is. So that was not from a script. That was straight from my heart. So, ooh, we got round 95 coming up in here. Right now I'm black Chimps meddling, but I am going to use Quincy's double ability here and try to use the Zarbomba on round 95 instead. I also have enough money. I'm going to start buying a second Zarbomba, even though we do not have enough clip money at all yet. All right, we're going to get that guy and that guy. We're going to also put him on Figure Infinite. And there it is. Looks like round 94 does get taken down, and we have our Zarbomba and our Quincy arrows here for round 95, which actually I'm not sure how easy round 95 is going to be. Sky Shredder is going to melt a lot of these Bloons, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for all of them, so we have to be ready for this. All right, we have to make sure we time it. We're going to slow it down a little bit. Sky Shredder, absolutely beautiful right now. He's got to be in the right spot, though. He needs to pop in over here. And it looks like they're getting a little far in here. We're getting ready to Zarbomba it in just a second. We want to get all the mobs on the screen if possible. We're going to Zarbomba it. I'm afraid of that DDT. If we do, we take them down. There are more DDTs coming out still, but only a few. Sky Shredder doing a great job here. And we do take down round 95, but that was scarier than I wanted it to be. Another ground zero is still going to be 19 grand here, so we're 7 grand away from that. Ideally, I'll have that for around 98, 99 because 98's a very tricky round. You know, I'm going to use the Star Bomber right now here. Boop. Get rid of these puppies. Now, I believe it, we're going to actually take these guys down nice and slow-like, but they will get taken down. And I'll get my Star Bomber back. That was actually very good timing on our part. And we're going to get our second ground zero up in here. Boom, boom, baby! All right. Oh, crap. We got a few too many balloons for my liking there, and I use Quincy's arrows. We take him down beautifully. Quincy's not level 20 yet. We could buy his level with our last bit of money here, but I believe we're going to get to level 20 before we get to around 100, and that's all I really care about. So for our last little bit here, we're going to go for, dang, I don't know what I want to get. I don't think I can afford another ground zero. I think I'm going to go for Moa Popping Power. I'm just going to go for top paths. Put them near the front here so we can get as many darts inside of these guys as possible. And I'm going to use a ground zero, but not the Zarbomba here. Ba-boom. Oh, that did like nothing. Okay, let's hope for the best here. Ground zero, Zarbomba significantly more powerful than ground zero. And it was close, but we do take it down. Now we go to Zarbomba here for the beginning of round 98. We'll have our ground zero likely ready for round 99. It will not be a cleanup of the DDTs, but maybe just a damaging thing that'll like be enough damage to kind of keep him busy and whatnot. Okay, we're going to start off with the Quincy ability. That guy is very powerful at this point. He's not level 20 yet. I could spend the 500 bucks. I just don't feel like it, man. Just don't feel like it yet. All right. Even better if we could just... I don't think I can just ground zero these guys. I think I got a Zarbomba, but... All right, we're Zarbombing somewhat early here. I'm not going to get it back for round 99, though. We are going to have a ground zero at the very least. I'm going to go for an Operation Dart Storm. Problem is, Operation Dart Storms actually don't do that much damage against DDTs or reinforced DDTs here. I don't have all of my abilities back, so we have to really hope this ground zero is going to do most of the damage here. We have to really, really hope. Ground zero, get all these guys on the screen. We're going to ground zero it, but bam. With some extra arrow damage. And it looks like we do take down round 99. Whoo, that was close, but we take it down. We're going to have our Zarbomba here for around 100. We should be able to get two of them out here, I believe. There's our first Zarbomba, Quincy ability. Oh, yeah, Quincy's level 20 now. Oh, yeah. And we should get our ground zero back and our Zarbomba back for around 100 here. I'm hoping that I could just use this right now. It's only 700 damage, but it does do a decent amount. And then we're going to wait for this guy to pop and just pop everything inside, hopefully, with our Zarbomba. Kablooey. Oh, we don't quite get it all, but it's just twos on my gods at this point. That's easily going to get taken down. A little bit of arrow action here. Kablamo! And Chimps mode gets taken. Oh, look at that. How beautiful. 0, 0, 0. Insta monkey ace. Oh, my goodness. There it is, guys. There it is. Wonderful. Combine it all together, and we get a beautiful, beautiful Chimps game. I'm actually a little impressed with myself. I honestly thought it was going to be more difficult. We did not have any issues, and we actually blacks Chimps medal. We did not do any continues whatsoever on this this monkey ace run. And that did not include any monkey knowledge or anything, because it's Chimps. Woo! All right. So I guess we're going to go to free play and just see, can we survive a round on round 101 and 102? I don't think so, to be honest. But Spectre should take down the purples that are kind of a problem here. And then we should get our Zarbomba back for around 102, as long as a crazy amount of DDTs don't sneak through right away. Sky Shredder's still doing a great job in taking down some of these DDTs. We got some reinforced coming in here. We're going to have to Zarbomba that stuff. More DDTs coming out. Could be an issue, though. Uh-oh, another reinforced. Choose Quincy's ability. It's not going to do that much. We're going to go for our second ground zero. We take down the DDT layer, but will it be enough? There's still more coming out. Sky Shredder's really got to get lucky here, and I don't think he's going to. Oh, but he doesn't. 102. So, very successful, though, overall. Just too many DDTs for us to handle at that point in the free play, over 100 rounds. So anyways, if you guys enjoyed, please press that like button for me. I really, really, really appreciate that. Don't forget to use my creator code if you guys are interested in that stuff and in supporting me. And thank you guys so much for watching, and have a super duper delicious day.